Hello, welcome to the Jones Zone. So today's video was suggested to me by a good friend of mine, Zach, who is also a big supporter of the podcast that I host, the Movie Chat podcast, which I'll put a link to that in the description. At the moment, we haven't recorded any new episodes for that because of obviously the whole lockdown situation. But he suggested doing a sort of hidden gems movie video. So I thought that was a good idea. So that's what we're doing today. So we're going to start with Fright Night. This came out in 2011. Stars Anton Yelchin, rest in peace, obviously. Colin Farrell. And obviously you can see on the cover up there there's David Tennant, which is probably why I really like this movie. But I remember seeing this in the cinema. I wasn't old enough. I snuck in. And I think this is a really underrated remake. So it's a remake of a 1985 cult horror movie. And I just think it's incredibly underrated. I think it definitely deserves a chance, and it's one that I think not a lot of people will have heard of or will have even been aware of, and that's sort of the criteria for this. I got 5 movies to talk about. So we got this. I got three of them on Blu-ray, and 2 of them are just off the top of my head. But this is basically about a new neighbour moves in who is Colin Farrell, and he's a vampire. So you can sort of imagine where that goes. And it's a horror movie. And it's also quite funny at times. So that's Fright Night. Next up, I'll talk about one of the ones I don't have on Blu-ray. Love, Simon. Now, this was one of my favourite movies of, I believe, 2018 is when it came out. Love, Simon is a coming-of-age movie about a boy called Simon who's struggling to come out with his sexuality. And I just thought it was incredibly moving, incredibly well written, incredibly well directed. The cast were amazing. It's just one of those movies that me talking about how good it is cannot actually convey how good the movie was. But I think it might have even been my favourite movie of 2018 when it came out. I can't remember what came out in 2018. Unless that was the same year as A Star Is Born. If it was the same year as A Star Is Born, then it wasn't my number one. But it was close. Love, Simon was on my number one for ages. Avengers Infinity War didn't even knock it out of the number one spot. That's how good Love, Simon is. And I don't think enough people know about it. Especially in my friendship circle. I think a lot of my friends wouldn't know about that movie. So that's one I really recommend. Next up we have this little movie called Exam. Now I picked this one up many years ago. And it's basically about a group of people who are all sitting an exam in this cold room that's sealed off. And it's a thriller, and it goes absolutely crazy. It goes from being just a normal looking movie to absolute insanity. With very without having to even leave the room that it's set in. It's all just set in one room. It's another one I just think is very underrated and very overlooked. So I would recommend checking Exam out. This one might be on Netflix in the UK. I'm not sure. I would definitely recommend checking that out. Next, I want to talk about a movie that I do believe is on Netflix. In fact, I'm just going to quickly bring up Netflix to do a quick Netflix check. But I do believe that... is Exam on here? No, so Exam's not on here. Exam was on there at one point. Let me just check the next one. before I say that it's on Netflix. Yeah, okay. So my next one is a film called Good Time, which stars Robert Pattinson, and it's directed by I can't think of their names. The Safdie brothers. As it is directed by the Safdie brothers. If you're concerned about Robert Pattinson's casting as Batman, watch Good Time. Good Time is an absolute stellar showcase of how good of an actor Robert Pattinson is. And it's also just a very, very good underrated movie. Good Time is it's my favourite Robert Pattinson movie. I love it. It's on Netflix in the UK, so if you're in the UK, watch Good Time. Add it to your watch list. Watch it while you're in lockdown. You will not regret it. And the last film I want to talk about for this video is a film that my media teacher, when I was at school, told me to watch. And I've always loved films, but this is the film that got me into loving filmmaking. And that's why I still love doing it even now. And that is this film, Brick, which stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt and is directed by Rian Johnson. This is an incredible movie. It's a crime movie. This is just... there's not enough words that I can come up with to say how good this movie is, other than just do yourself a favour, watch Brick. Brick is an absolutely incredible movie. It's probably in my top 10 movies of all time. Oh, I just love this movie, and this is my top pick for hidden gems. So, just to recap, Fright Night, the remake from 2011, check it out. Then we had Love, Simon, that came out in 2018, I believe. So check that one out. In fact, let me just... Is Love, Simon on Netflix? No, I think Love Simon's Fox, so I think Disney owns it now. Because there is talks of a sequel. Yeah, Name Exam, which I don't know when this came out. 2010. And Brick, directed by Rian Johnson. I'm not sure what year this came out. Does it say it on the back? Nope. Let me just do a quick check. Brick. 2006. Oh, my camera's gone. 2006 is when Brick came out. And this is my top pick for hidden gems. So if you can only watch one of the 5, pick Brick. I'd pick Brick every time. So I hope you liked this video. Again, if you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.